morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone around the world. I'm Paul Sisler, and this is In the Moment. I hope everybody enjoyed their Christmas. We have New Year's coming up. I wish everybody a happy new year. I hope everything goes well for you. Today, this will be the last episode of the year for the Vellum, and then we'll have one next week. So, anyways, today we have TPAW, and we're waiting on our guest. Hopefully, she will make it today. But hello, TPAW. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good overall. It is the end of the year, and I figured we would talk about goals. We would talk about where we're at as creators. Normally I'm always focused on trying to talk about something to do with writing on every episode, but I figured this episode more chill, more relaxed. We've all dealt with pulse counting years. We've dealt with month after month of crunching, and you yourself dealt with a bunch of BS recently. And so I figured give us the time to breathe as human beings and, talk about where we're going to be in the next year. And hopefully things are going to be good. We could talk about character, we could talk about villains, maybe anything else that comes up. But for most part, this will be an episode that's more relaxed. I'm Tifa, as you know, as our crowd knows, and we're not on Tifa's Playground, the YouTube website, but I'm here and happy to be here. And how you doing, man?
All right. I am doing awesome. Going through some of the holiday blues as we were just talking and all that. My wife passed away in January, and she got her death sentence from the doctor in October of last year. And my whole holiday season was shot, so obviously so was hers, it was brutal. And now this is the first year without her, and it's weighing on me. It's difficult, but I got great friends like yourself and Shadow Fox that have been helping me through it, and I got some other friends that I've had some discussions with that are helping me through it. And of course, one of my dearest, closest friends of all that has just, been that shoulder for me as I have her. Kornelia, hello, love.
Hello.
Hey,
Listen, y'all, I just got in the door and I was like, son of a bitch. I realized I had to be on the show, and I ran my ass up here and I was like, okay,
Well, you look absolutely gorgeous today. I love your hair. It's
Thank you.
gorgeous.
Thank you. I
yeah, it's
actually
all
recently
floofy.
dyed it black, so it's like jet black now. I miss my hair.
I love it. And you've
Thank
got
you.
a glow today. You've got like a happy. What is going on that you are so happy?
You're lighting up the frame right now. It's pretty great.
Oh my God. Listen, guys, dead ass. I actually got a new phone. This is my old one. So now I'm using the new one because I was I need it for work. So I'm if this is what I need it for, then I'm going to invest and spend the money on it. But thank you. Actually, my skin's out over here, but y'all can't tell because I have the hair to cover it.
It's sort of coming all over your face, so it's we're seeing it anyway.
So it's hi, how are you? I'm sorry. This is how I am.
So I was telling Paul that this week we're pretty much going to focus on writer goals. We're going to focus on goals in general because we're not just writers. We're content creators is how I would put it. And so, where our goals are at, we could talk a bit about character, a bit about villains, a bit about, whatever else comes up. But for the most part, it's going to be more of a chillax episode that brings in the new year because the fact that we've had a very busy, as you know, compacted year already. And so, a bit of breathing room.
Yeah. Man, this year has kicked me in my ass into where I am right now. Quite frankly, it was just oh, you thought you were done? More kick in the ass. Oh, you thought you was done? Another kick in the ass. It's just been that ongoing. So, but I will say this, at least for me, I'm so glad that I've reached this space just in life in general, where it's like, I'm okay. If that makes sense. Like I am, like I'm okay. And that regardless of whatever happens or however the hell it happens, I just let a lot of shit go. I was like, all right, cool. I'm not going to sit here and stress about it because there ain't shit that I can do about it. So I'm going to just let it be what it is and just go with the flow, which is great. So that's been working really well for me.
Yes. I want to let you know that I have taken on your like thing when it comes to audiobook creation. I recorded a full-on chapter yesterday that was for my own story, and I was like, if I'm going to practice with something, I might as well just practice my own stuff with my own shit. And so I went ahead and practiced. I did like 4 takes the other day, and they didn't sound very good. So, but I was like, let me purposely mess up so that I can like do better and learn how the craft is done and learn how everything is, because that's just me. And my God, it is a learning lesson. Like, holy shit, like the shit you have to go through to make your books like a book and not just a couple recordings and then like bring those characters alive. I give you special props, especially now that I'm like living and breathing the atmosphere and right there. Like before I was like a relatable, yeah, it must be hard. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm just like, son of a bitch.
Right. Exactly. See, and then people don't understand. Like, I am a writer first and then a narrator. So what I mean when I say that is if I'm reading someone's work, then I'm gonna be like, why'd you do that? That word ain't belong there. Stop it. And then like my writer brain is engaged at that point, and I'm supposed to be in narrator mode, and I'm picking up on all these things, and I'm like, why did I do this to myself? It's one thing if I'm yelling at myself for my own work, but I can't yell at other people for their work. So I'm just like, all right, that's not what I paid for. So it's fine. I'll just narrate the work and just have it be what it is.
Yes. And the amount of times you have to record and then stop and then re-record a part. And then like when you're listening to it, you're like, fuck, I fucked up on it anyway.
Oh my God. That's the one thing that I will tell anybody that's interested in narrating audiobooks. You are going to fuck up your lines. It's okay. There's no such thing. They actually call it a perfect read for a reason, because it is the general consensus that you're going to fuck up narrating it. Like, it's just part of the process. Now, even with narrating it, the biggest tip that I typically like tell people when it comes to like narrating and stuff, or anyone that's interested in narrating, take a book, any book on your shelf, right? And this is just for new narrators. I'm not, because again, we're still like, you're in the process right now, but I want you to sit with a book, read it out loud for as many hours as you possibly can in one sitting. And if you can't sit still in one sitting, if you can't sit still long enough to record that book for as long as you possibly can, this is not the work for you, because that's quite frankly what the job looks like. You're spending the majority of your day recording, and then God forbid, like again, if you fuck up a line, make sure that you pause for at least a couple seconds, because when you go back and you do edits, if you pick the shit right back up because you're like, oh, I have to keep the momentum going, it's going to make it hell for your editor. I'm just telling you that now. It's going to make it hell for them. This is just the shit that I've picked up, like, amidst me doing it and fucking it up a million times. So yeah, fuck ups is a learning experience. So at least I get to share it, and that's great.
Yeah, the great thing about the program I'm using is you can bookmark, so you can enter in like little marks on there to try and like make it as like match the flow, match everything. But like me, I'm such a perfectionist, so I'll listen to it and be like, fuck, I gotta record the whole thing.
It really is like that though. It really is like that, because then it's like you hear one thing and then you're like, I hate this. I hate it. It's garbage. It's just for no reason too, because then it's like, it's not terrible. But like your perfectionist brain is like, no, it's absolute garbage because I fucked up online. That's it. I'm done. Like,
exactly.
that's just me. Niall, because like y'all don't know, I have whole ass recordings of me yelling at authors in the middle of an audiobook recording session, to which unfortunately I can't release those because I'm not commissioned to narrate those authors' audiobooks. But man, I gotta tell you, you should have heard some of the shit that I was saying where I was like, why is this word here? Like, it doesn't belong here. Like, legit, like screaming and shouting. It's like, oh my God, what the fuck is she doing up there? I'm like, I'm doing the mad scientist thing. How about that?
I must ask, how many times do you have to read the book before you start recording the book?
So everyone's process is different. All right. I tend to just read the book. Like, I tend to narrate it or read the book as I'm narrating it. So I haven't read the book beforehand, and I know that I probably should, but the only reason why I don't is because, one, my reactions are authentic, to which I've asked most of the authors that I work with, hey, are you okay with me using some of the unedited stuff like that I could just put in like podcast episodes or shit like that? And they're like, yeah, sure, it's cool. Like, it's fine. Most of the people I work with, they're okay with it. But it just makes it more fun and funnier that way, because otherwise, if I'm reading it beforehand, yeah, okay, it'll give me a better idea as far as like characters and how to like read the story and all that. But to me, it just takes away the inauthenticity and the fun of it, at least for me. But that's just how I tend to do things, if that makes sense. Because if it's not fun for me, I'm not gonna do it. Point blank period. If it's not, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. See, I would never be able to do an audio book because I mean, I could probably do my own because I'll have read my own, lots of times, and I know the feelings and the intent behind every character.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else's, I would have to read that book all the way through.
Yeah.
Then I would have to read that book all the way through again, because now I know what the story's about, and now I'm going to feel it more. And then before I would, like do a section, like a chapter, I would have to reread that chapter like 3 times before I start. And I can't get into a book like that unless I'm writing it. So I could never be an audio recorder for someone else. I wouldn't be able to do it. So again, I bend the knee, hats off. I commend you on being able to do that. It's I can do.
I was playing around with someone's audiobook last night. Like, I was recording an audition for like a sample. And the cool thing is the book I was trying to do it for, which granted, I may not get it, who knows. But I figure you can't be a professional audiobook recorder if you don't get rejected at least a million times. So I was like, fuck it, let's do this. Let's go ahead and make an audiobook sample. And so I went ahead and did it. I did like 2 minutes. I didn't submit it just yet because I want to like re-record it and put another try in. Hopefully it's still there. But basically, I was sitting there reading it, and the cool thing about the audiobook is that it was multiple narrators. So like I'm familiar with that territory. And so when I was looking at it and everything and I was reading it, I was like, I'm going to need to read this whole fucking book so that I can like get in touch with like the language of it so that I can authentically create the voices. Because I don't know how much of the recording you heard, Cornelia, last night that I made, but I alter my voice a lot. And like it's like going for like a mix between Neil Gaiman and Jim Dale, who did the Harry Potters. Like that's kind of where I ended up going last night.
Okay. Yeah, see, and that's why I said that's cool. Now, I will admit there are some books that I was commissioned for that I should have read beforehand. Because it wasn't until after I started sitting down to narrate where I was like, what in the fuck is this? What did I sign up for? No, yo, real shit. Not even making that. No, I'm not making that up. I promise you, there was one manuscript that I got to, and please forgive me, but I have to put this out there. Quite literally, this person referred to the character like at the start of every sentence, like this character did this character did that, this character did this character, and the entire book read that way. And I was like, how the hell do you expect me to narrate this and not have my writer brain go the fuck off? Like, how? Like, I am a writer first and then a narrator. So like anyone that works with me, I need you guys to know, like, if you would like notes, just like suggestions, notes would be great. If you don't want notes, that's fine. Let me know. If you need me to skip over some words, that's great. Please, for the love of God, and this is also for like other people that write fantasy and shit, put the goddamn pronunciation of the word at the bottom if you make shit up. Okay? Like, it makes it hell for your narrator. Okay? Like I said, I got stories and shit
just imagine that. Like, you record a line or two, and you're like, okay, how the fuck is this supposed to sound?
Right? Like, how the hell am I supposed to say this? And I know it's not a word. You didn't even put it like at the bottom. You didn't put enunciations or nothing. Can I at least get an extra sheet, please? Can I get a cheat sheet? Thanks. Shit.
I'll keep that in mind when I send you a copy of Rainbow Prophecy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
I need to know how to say certain words. Thanks.
Yeah, because it's like when you have, okay, so I've got made up countries in my own world. I've got a country called Australians and a country called Rakia. And I'm like, if I was having somebody else narrate this shit, I'd have to create a thesaurus that would then spell out exactly how they're supposed to be pronounced, because there's a lot of made up shit in there.
Made that face like, yes, thank you.
It's like I could honestly hear myself. Like the other day I went ahead and I recorded the first 2 takes. And I read like a few lines of it, and I'm like, who wrote this shit? And I'm like, oh wait, I did.
Oh my god, you should hear. I actually posted the unedited recordings of Truth and Dare, again screaming at myself, where I'm like, what the fuck? Why did you do this? Why did you put this word here? This doesn't even make sense. Why? And I'm screaming at myself, and I'm like, and then what's even worse is like when you're narrating your own work and it's published, it's like you got the paperback, it's done. There's no going back. So once it's like paperback format, you're looking at your errors and you're like, there's a plot hole there. There's word here that doesn't belong. What the fuckery is this? It's like you're screaming at yourself the entire time. It's a wonderful process.
Yes. And the whole thing you're like,
process.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to give a welcome to Octa Elliptical from Twitch, watching us on Twitch.
Oh, sweet.
Says on New Year's Eve, I'll be like, oh, time fly on wings. I slept in 2022, and when I woke up, it's 2023. Entirely a new year. I feel the same way. Thank you.
Accurate.
Have we been awake this entire year?
Yes.
Have we just like been asleep in the Matrix, and then like we're like gonna wake up and be like, what reality is this?
Still
Right?
feels like 2017 to me. It's just like, god damn, where did those 5 years fucking go? Oh,
We just
legit.
got Thanos snapped.
Right.
Thanos
Like,
snapped.
fucking Twilight Zone this shit. Like, Jesus Christ.
oh, definitely.
Oh man. So what goals
I
do we
made
have
it.
for next year? Because I meant to
One
ask
of
you about
mine
that.
is that I want to have, because like I had an entire plan May, like this year, to have Night Terror Rising, the entire volume, be done by October, November. And that didn't happen. Granted, I had a child and we moved and a bunch of real life stuff happened.
Right.
But I wanted to do that. So I'm hoping that I've gotten farther enough on the story that I can have the entire thing done by March, if not by May. I don't want to like put it on a pre-order again only to have myself yank it again. So I'm waiting till after parts 3 and 4 are done, and then once that happens, I may put it on pre-order, because then I'll be like, okay, I know where we're at that point. And then I also want to try and like get an audiobook or 2 created this next year that's not my own.
Gaston.
See, I was looking at Gaston's comment.
Eagle through a real human. Of course.
What
Excuse
in the
you,
serious
sir.
actual fuck is this?
You ain't shit.
He's totally just like, oh, you guys are talking about mispronounced words, huh? Here's one.
Right? Like, that was so rude. Excuse you, Gaston.
Here's a whole other language, by the way.
And it's just like, okay, that's simple.
Is that
You ain't shit,
Dwarven?
Yeah.
Is that Dwarven? Elvish? What language are we talking here?
Right.
I think it was Lord of the Rings or something. That was some Rings bullshit.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt you, TPAW. Go on with your goals.
Yes.
Oh, I was just saying that I wanted to like create an audiobook or 2. I want to try and do like 1 audiobook a month, but I don't know if that's even feasible. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. So that's why I was going to try and like record one and then, send the audition. And then if they accepted it, record the whole thing. And then from there, do it again, at least one more time. And then from there, actually create a feasible goal because then I'll have learned my rhythm. And then I'll have learned like where I am and everything. But aside from that, I wanted to take over my actual storytelling. So aside from that, I want to get Night Terror Rising, finish this upcoming year, and then be already working on, because I'm already started on Crimson Nightfall Volume 2, because that's me. I work ahead of myself. So at some point, I want Night Terror Rising to be done in the spring, if it's not done by summer. And then I want to have Crimson Nightfall, at least part of that volume, out by the fall of next year, is where I am at. So those are a couple of my goals.
Excuse me.
How about making it manageable?
As far as recording audiobooks, I typically would recommend giving yourself, depending on the length of the audiobook or just the length of the book in general, if you're going by per recorded hours, I think I mentioned about how to calculate per recorded hours. I think it's, you take the total word count of your manuscript and then you divide that by 9,000. So it typically takes narrators, 9,000 words an hour. And that's how ACX kind of tends to figure out or calculate how many hours it takes to record the audiobook. So depending off of that, the word count and how long it's going to take, I recommend like at least giving yourself 3 months to complete an audiobook. Like that's just bare minimum. I'm not talking like if it's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours long, then okay, you're going to have to give yourself a little bit more cushion time. But like for anything like 5 hours and below, anywhere between a month to like 3 months. And I mainly say that because of the editing process. The recording process is actually the easiest part, but it's the editing process that takes the longest, depending on the software that you have. And I'll tell you this, if you have any chapter, like any audio, doesn't matter what chapter it is, if it does not meet ACX requirements, not only does it get sent back, you can still complete the audiobook, have everything meet the requirements. If ACX says no, it resets the 30-day process. So that's the other reason you want to give yourself plenty of time to edit your audio to make sure that it meets requirements. If you're not sure what those requirements are, I'm more than happy to send that to you. Because I actually meant to tell you that when you had told me, because I was like, I don't want you to get all these recordings and have them not meet requirements. Yeah, I know. ACX is a motherfucker about it.
No,
they are. They're
fair.
assholes about it.
Definitely send me that, because like any tips you have, like the Kornelia version of the tips and tricks, because then like I know for a fact you're gonna go deep dive into that shit.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say absolutely. Honestly, this is stuff that I'd been sitting on like for a while, because I self-taught like how to record and edit audiobooks and stuff. So yeah, I you already know I didn't take this like the formal way. So if someone was to ask me like, well, what the hell is RPM? What does that stand for? I don't know. I just know that it has to be at this particular level. I don't know what the hell it means, but it just needs to be at this level. Like that much I can tell you. But don't ask me any of the specific stuff. That's actually more up Addict's avenue, actually, when it comes to like, finagling with audio and like editing it and stuff like that. That's more like Addict's route. So
Daigle.
Daigle. Yeah, that's why I said they'll be able to tell you. All the same person.
Daigle, Addict,
we know
Addict, Daigle. Daigle. Daigle.
Static.
Since he called you Cornelia Delia, I'm just like, fair play. Eagle. Come on, Eagle. And we know he'd have fun with that too.
Yep. I miss y'all. Hi.
So Cordelia, what are some of your goals this year?
Oh, let's
2023.
See. For 2023, I have a lot. It is quite a bit. So we'll go with first I can start with the personal goals, but personal goals would be to get my car, get my own place. Pretty simple. That's pretty much the overall goal there. But as far as like my other work, I've already opened my travel agency business. So I do want to travel next year and make money off of that. So that's something separate that I'm working on. The other thing I'd like to do regarding my books and stuff, more than likely, I would like to release 2 books a year. And that's only because I'm giving myself that cushion time, because I did push out a lot of books this year. To which I have to go back, do some edits on like some of the other books, but 2 books for the year and maybe 1 audiobook this year, possibly 2, depending on how busy I am with all the other stuff that I'm doing. Eventually release like some writing classes and things like that on like character development, first person writing, third person writing, things like that. Learning different genres. So more than likely next year, I'll tackle horror, mystery, and suspense. So those are like the genres that I would like to dabble in and kind of learn next year, along with screenplay writing. So again, I have a very long list of things that I would like to accomplish, to which I'm going to accomplish. But again, it's just a matter of, creating that space and making sure that I'm not overloading all the stuff that I do, because you guys already know I have a tendency to do that. So that's why I'm really striving just for the base goal of 2 books a year, 2 audiobooks for the year. Everything else is kind of just like what I would like to build on top of that.
Makes sense. So collaboration in the future with Vagina Team.
There's definitely going to be collaborations. I'm excited for those. I am. I'm excited for those because I've had a couple people reach out to me for like different collabs, and oh my God, when I make enough money where I can outsource the work that I do and like make jobs for other people, I'm ready for it. I'm so ready for it.
Nice. And Paul, where are your goals?
Oh, Jesus Christ. How long is the show? Let's see. In relation to writing, by
Content creation.
February, I want to have book 1 of Rainbow Prophecy done and hopefully accepted and ready for print by the end of the year. And hopefully, if all of that works, potentially have 2, maybe 3 books finished by the end of next year. Rainbow Prophecy, hopefully within the next 2 years, I can have it completely out. TJ, within the next 2 to 3 years, have it completely out. Breathe, have it out by 2024. As far as my YouTube channel, I'd like to be up to, by the end of next year, 1,000 subscribers. I'd like to have had at least 3 famous people on my show and be on at least 1 famous person's show. Then, of course, my goals will be set higher because everything is going to go up really exponentially. Outside of that, just get my book out there, the one that I've already got published, get the 2nd edition for it ready, and get ready to, I want to get my foundation up and running, have that going so that I can, start also by 2024 to where I can announce my political run. So I got quite a entourage of goals to accomplish. They're not too far fetched and they're not too out of reach. I think they're all within reason, so we'll see.
Wow. The idea of a famous person being able to control that would be awesome. I know you've got 1 famous person on the show already. Their name is Kornelia.
We got Kornelia Blackmore.
See, why do you have Michael?
Thanks. I appreciate that, people. I just like making weird faces because I don't give a shit anymore. It's great though. Okay. So Paul, you had asked me why I was glowing up, and basically I have just released all attachments. That's pretty much the best way I can explain it. Is like I've just let go of said caretaker role and I'm now taking care of me. So, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful to be in this space now where I'm like learning and like navigating things and just kind of falling into my career, falling into my gifts and all the other stuff, which, guys, I'm not going to bitch to you about work, but whoo boy, some motherfuckers is really trying to dim my light and not going to let that happen. It's not.
Yeah, I know how that is with Roadside. My God. This year was I mean, the supervisor guy at work kept trying to tell me over and over again that it was one of the best years they'd ever had at AAA, or at least one of the best years they've ever worked. And it was the easiest years for AAA, and I was like, going, no, it wasn't. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my goodness. But like, man, when I try to tell you that it was just like certain people at my job were really trying to like dim my. I'm not going to do that. Listen, I work breakfast attendant. Okay. On the days that I work breakfast attendant, guess what? I bring my Bluetooth speakers and I blast my music. Yes, I listen to Indian music. If you don't like it, don't give a fuck. Guess what? Because it's my kitchen that day. So if you see me dancing like a goddamn moron, or if you see me dancing to like Bollywood routines, and if you come back there and you're like, what the hell are you doing? I'm still going to keep going.
Hey, it sounds like a Patreon content.
Listen, you want to know what's crazy? I actually had someone tell me that they were like, yo, if you're really dancing in the kitchen like that, like you need to just set up a TikTok and just like post those videos. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I don't like TikTok. I'm not doing it. I really don't. I don't like the platform. But that's just me. That's just my own personal opinion.
I tell you, TikTok, you sit there and you scroll and you scroll and you scroll. And I can't tell you how many women are on there. 10,000 followers or 10,000 people on their live, 3,000, 20,000, 2,000, 8,000, and sitting there in their skimpy stuff, and they're either painting or they're cooking or they're just sitting on the edge of their bed having conversation. And they've got the followers. So I'm telling you, Kornelia, if you were to get on TikTok and read your book while cooking food, you would probably have like 100,000 people following you over fucking night.
You really think so? And just to respond to Diana's comment, said, girl, don't bitch about work on social media. Listen, it's not like these motherfuckers don't know my actual author pen name. They do. They know my author pen name. What you gonna do? Fire me for being the amazing person that I am? Like, you can find another job. I don't care. Like, this is my life's work. This is like what I'm doing with y'all. This is my life's work.
Yep.
That's why I'm always that's why I wasn't very extremely vocal.
It's not like I named names. I didn't name names either. Now, if I name names, now I'm talking about work. Now I'd have made it personal.
Yep.
That's why I don't mention names. I just simply was like very vague.
Yes.
That's why I said some people at my job are trying to dim my light, and I'm not going to allow. That's it.
No, I'm serious about the TikTok. I'm serious about the TikTok.
Seriously?
Yes.
No, I don't like the platform. I don't like the platform. I don't. And I know,
I thought about doing it myself, like looking like a fool on camera, just for views. Go ahead.
You know what? I don't care about looking like a fool. Like, I don't care. Like, if you ask me to dance like in the middle of the goddamn grocery store, I don't care. Or in the park, I don't care. I will. But the thing is that I'm not going to want to do it because I don't like TikTok as a platform. I really don't. It's the same reason I don't like Facebook. I don't care for any of those platforms. But that's also just me. And y'all already know I can go on a long ass tangent about the Zon and how I feel like it's just, it's not a good platform for indie authors anymore. Keyword is anymore. Now it was when it started, but now it's an oversaturated market. There's no room for you to grow. There's no room for you to be different, be original. There's none of that. And because the market is oversaturated, that's the other reason why most of these authors are getting paid pennies for royalties. What the fuck kind of shit is that? So I already have.
I agree with you on the author aspect. Okay. For authors, it's very, very difficult. When I was told to get on it, and when I did, I was reading my book, and I got decent views on it. Reading sections of my book, I got decent views, but not like I was told it would happen.
Right.
But I also I didn't utilize the live aspect in reading my book, which I'm sure I would probably pick up a lot more if I did that. But from what I see on there, there's a lot of political stuff. And again, it has its plateau, and the people that do the funny stuff and things like that, they might get a viral video here and there. There's a lot of policing the police on TikTok. There's a lot of free speech auditors on TikTok in relation to that seems to be like one of the biggest things that is going on there right now. As far as the normal, doing the little dances and stuff like that, there's still a big draw. But the live rooms that I see that have all the following are, women dressing, tantalizing, teasingly, and whatever it is that they're promoting or pushing or whatever it is, they're getting the draw, and that's what it's become. It is what it is.
I personally don't care if a woman dances half naked on camera. I mean, if they want to do that, that's up to them, it's their body. I want to see Kornelia dance like Wednesday.
That's the
you remember the dance on Wednesday that got popular?
Listen, you guys have never seen me like full on dance to like Bollywood, because that shit is all high energy. And I'll tell you guys the truth. That's actually how I ended up losing weight. Not even on purpose. I was just doing the work. I was moving around and I was just in my element, in my zone. And then it was like the next thing I know, I finally weigh myself on the scale and it's like, oh yeah, 180 something. I'm like, what the fuck? When the hell did that happen? Not realizing that it was because I was dancing and just kind of being active and stuff. So yeah, so I said it's been great.
Yeah, the Wednesday trend is huge on TikTok. The Wednesday trend is huge on TikTok, and there's a AI manga where people can, it changes their.
Oh yeah, they did that thing. They did the AI thing where they made her a cartoon.
Yeah,
and they like animated her like that one. Like there's like some screen captures they got from the show where they animated it and turned it into AI and like cartoon and made like different versions of it. And I was having fun watching a couple of those because I really like the show.
Yeah, so I mean, there's some, like I said, some interesting things. My stepson, he's on there, and he's got like 8,000 plus followers, and he's just smoking Joe, cooking outdoors, and he just cooks things, and he's got a shit ton of people that follow him because he cooks things. But again, though, he's going to plateau out, and he's not going to go viral unless he does something, odd or weird, and he's just not going to do that,
Are you wanting your son to dance outside in a bikini while he barbecues?
He's crazy enough he might do that, but I doubt it. But he's got that long-haired Jesus look, so yeah.
Oh, so if Jesus dressed up in a bikini and was barbecuing and then like dancing to like weird music, then that might catch a strip.
Yes. No, he's got that long black hair. He's got that Jesus look and all that. Yeah, he could probably get away with a lot of shit on there and probably get a huge following. I just don't think he would go that route. Then again, you never know.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, no, I could see your point when it comes to scantily clad women on TikTok, Paul. But at the same time, it's like, isn't that like up to them? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like
I got no problem with it. I mean, shit. If you can make money doing it, fucking do it. I mean, I got no problem with people making money.
Yeah. Although now I really want to see Kornelia do one of those Bollywood dances on TikTok.
See, but I would need a skirt and everything, and I don't have one of those fancy ass skirts. Otherwise, it doesn't look right. It doesn't.
I mean, you're talking about the story. We were like to the point where you're like, you know what, screw up if you don't like it. And I'm like, let's fucking film this shit so that it clearly gets some love.
I might consider it if I had help. If I had someone that was like, oh yeah, sure, like I'll hold this for you, and I'm like, okay, great. Like I might consider it, but if I'm putting it down and then I commit and then the phone just goes, that just defeats the whole point. It just defeats the whole point. Like I'm not doing this shit again. I'm not.
Get the partner to do it. Like get him to do it. Get him to hold the camera. Like support me, man.
Diana just said, ideas are coming. Not that I'm going to be scantily clad reading excerpts from books, but
You just imagine that, like, Diana looks like a freaking librarian. Like, when I was watching that video with you and Shadow Fox and Diana, like, she was like a goddess. Like, she was like Artemis or like one of those Greek goddesses, just stepped into the frame and like was like talking. And you'd expect her to just start reading from like Tales of the Crypt or something in the library. And like, at least that's me and my impression and whatever. Could you imagine if like she was like freaking like
Oh my
like
Gaston.
scantily clad as like a not Athena, but like what was that? Aphrodite. If she was Aphrodite, she's even got the voice for it.
Yeah. All right, here you go, Cornelia. Here you go.
I know. I already read that fucking comment. That's why I was like, oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yes. Guess what? Sorry,
God damn it.
Gaston, you haven't been going through your For You page all that much. There are belly dancing card readers. Subscribe, like, and follow.
Paul, is Paul one of them? Belly dancing card reader.
No.
Other side to Paul.
No, Paul can't dance. Paul can't
Talking
dance.
from experience there, buddy.
I tried. Okay. I took 2 years of Arthur Murray dance lessons. Okay. 2 years. I tried to feel the rhythm, and I don't have it. I know the basic steps to a waltz, a mambo, a rumba, the cha-cha, all that ballroom dancing. I know the basic steps to all of them, and I can go out and fake those steps. But that's all the further it goes. I am as stiff as a board. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left, right, left. There you go. That's my dancing. Yes. Put me in uniform. Let's go, men.
You know who's also stiff as a board? My 5-month-old child. I held her on my freaking lap, and she just does this. That's what she
What is
child. That's Luciana. So when he thought to describe that, I was like, oh my God, it's my child.
I blame my mom for passing
All right.
on my love of dance. It's her
Did Arthur
fault.
Murray teach goose stepping? If they do, I didn't qualify to learn it.
Oh no.
Yes, everybody, we've got off the rails officially. We started out all semi-serious.
Just because I keep getting the goddamn request of people telling me that I should make this bullshit TikTok, fine, I will. And I'll even throw in the coin skirt for you. How about that?
Yay!
It's fine. I'm gonna have fun with it anyway.
Well,
You know
you know
the
they
crazy
got
thing
that
is, I
whole
feel like if I
gift
just ask
thing
one
and
of my
stuff
coworkers,
like
be like, "Here,
that.
hold this."
You know they have that whole
Like, you ain't
gift
doing shit
thing.
anyway.
You know what people do? There's some people that they'll put a list up behind them, and it'll be like, if you do like a rose, I'll do this. If you gift me this, I'll do this. If you gift me this, I'll do this. I tell you, you could probably make a shit ton of money, Cornelia.
I probably could, but it depends on what's being asked. Because I got no problem telling the motherfucker no. It's gonna be my favorite word.
I think
you know
it's
what?
more like it depends upon what's being offered.
It's kind of like you were the Grinch being asked to go to the party, and like each time you were like no, and then you're like, fine, I'm not going, and then you end up showing up anyway. It's not a dress, it's a kilt.
You're my friend. I don't give a shit about everybody. Y'all are my friends, okay? So if y'all ask me, that's different. If my supporters ask me, then okay. But it depends on what you're asking me, because again, my word for next year is no. That is my word for 2023. No. Which I feel like a lot of people should embrace the word no.
You're gonna be,
you know,
you're
that
gonna
party
be
that
saying that a
really
lot.
going
You're gonna be saying that a lot.
Yeah, I know. And I'm looking forward to it. It's great. It's great. It's a wonderful opportunity to use that word.
No, don't stop it.
That sounds like Cass. No, it's my tablet. My tablet time. Got it. He's being mean.
What was that? Mad TV, Stewie. What was his name on Mad TV? Stop it! Don't.
God damn it, Diana. See, this doesn't help. This doesn't help that I have the live pulled up and I'm reading his fucking comments. And then, no, listen, Diana's comment is like, can you belly dance to I'm too sexy for my, and I'm like, you know what? No, how would you even do that? The beat doesn't even make sense.
I want to see it.
That's why I said, Paul, did you post that comment? Because, yeah.
There's going to be like 30 requests in your inbox. It's all going to be from TPAW to ask you to do ridiculous shit.
That, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Bunch of random ridiculous shit. It's like, you know what? Make French toast and then dance. Let me French toast in the oven. Throw that shit in there. Give me one random ass Bollywood. Totally.
Or
and then you like look at your feet and you have like
macaroni and cheese in your sink.
and then you have 80,000 views on all those videos. You're like, I'm going to become viral. I dance while making French toast.
Well, I make breakfast. So I was like, coming up with ideas on that front. I don't know.
Here's how you separate an egg.
Listen, my TikTok page is dead. Okay, like it has no type of activity at all. I haven't posted because listen, like think of it. I already have a Twitter, I have a Snapchat, I have Facebook, and now you want me to try and market my shit on Insta, like, and then I have an Instagram. Then you want me to market my shit on TikTok, nigga? That's, excuse my French, but that's 5 different like. That's 5 different platforms. Now
I'm
you
on all of them.
make my work worse.
I'm on all
You can
of
just
them.
like recycle content, like have it to where like all of it's created for like a couple of the platforms, and then just like be like beep 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 across the board to all the other platforms.
An American making French toast while dancing Bali style. Okay.
I swear, Diana's coming out with some of the best ones.
Yes.
Sorry, that was my dad calling me. He told me that he needed my help with some shit, and I'm like, I just told you that I was doing a live show. Whatever.
Yeah. Diana said, an American making French toast while dancing Bali style.
That's a whole ass meme. Look, like that's a meme face.
Yeah, it is. Turn it into a GIF.
So I mix a meme. I'm really happy about it.
Like you see like a string of like GIFs and memes that are on Twitter, then it's just that face.
I'm just saying, guys, platforms to try and market my stuff on. And then I have a Twitch too. That's like 6 different platforms. Then YouTube, that's 7.
Yes. I'm on all of them.
When someone says I'm on all social media platforms, they're probably not joking.
I'm on all of them. LinkedIn. Don't forget you can do LinkedIn lives too. We're on LinkedIn right now.
No, I mean I have shit. When the hell did I make that account? What, back in like 2003, 2004?
Yeah. And I put these up on Spotify, so you're on Spotify too.
Hey, thanks. Me too.
And Anchor and Spotify. You're on both of those.
Anchor is cool. I like Anchor. Anchor is great.
Yeah. I got to get caught up and get more things loaded up on there. That's the other thing that I have to really get.
That's another
working
goal
on.
is to have all of our shit uploaded, right?
Oh my God. You know, Cornelia was talking about this when and Cornelia was doing the Vellum and decided that, you know, hey, I got so much shit going on. I just can't do it. And I get that because I'm not even doing editing. Okay. All of my shows are live and they are how they are. I don't fucking edit them. They are what they are. Okay.
Right.
But you still have to upload and download and upload and download and record and do all of this stuff and transfer to here and transfer to there. And like on StreamYard, you get 50 hours of storage. I'm at like 46 hours and I'm trying to, because my shows in a week, if I have 4 shows in a week, there's 4 more hours, you know, and granted, some of us, we go over sometimes like a half an hour. So there's more like 5 hours, you know,
right.
if not 6. And if I have 5 shows in the week, I mean, it adds up fast.
Oh yeah.
So if you remove it from, if I delete it from StreamYard, I have no longer any access to it.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So now I'll have access to it on the platforms that it was live on, like Facebook, blah, 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 but I can't do anything with it. So I have to download all of the videos to my computer and then upload them to like Spotify or wherever else that I'm going to put it, Anchor, Patreon, all these different places. And then I can delete it from StreamYard. So I have to do all of these different things, and that takes time because you're not just downloading. You're not just downloading the video; you're downloading the audio also. So for each show, there's 2 separate downloads, and then like for Anchor, I got to upload audio, and then I got to transfer it over to Spotify and upload it. Yep. So all of this takes time, and it's just like holy shit! And oh my goodness.
To that last comment, the answer is absolutely. I would happily switch out a wrecking ball, crystal ball. Thank you very much. I would do that. I would absolutely do that. I would do that. That I would do.
Yes. Hello, Marty. Thank you.
And truthfully, just to kind of go back on Diana's thing where she mentioned the more platforms you're on will help your publishing company goals. You're absolutely right. But or however, I am a 1-person army and I work 40 hours a week. I'm not trying to add on additional platforms that I cannot maintain or manage. It's just not smart.
Diana says, Paul, you need a sexy Terry.
Sexy Terry.
Well, Diana, when are you coming out here to Southern California?
Like, gonna make the trip? Gonna make an audition?
Yeah, come on out and audition.
Oh, son of a basket.
Son of a bitch basket. You know, when I first heard you say that, I fucking died. I was like, that was months ago, but I was just like, oh my God.
You know, it's funny. I actually had someone tell me that they were gonna steal Fuck Nugget. That was you, right? That was you, Paul.
Yes.
That was you. So yes. Gonna take Fuck Nugget. I had like one other person that I said that to, like at some point at work, and they're like, "Oh my God, I'm taking that. What is a Fuck Nugget?" I'm like, I have no idea. I just know what it is when I see it.
Yes. Yes.
I actually wrote Fuck Nugget in the books.
Yes.
It's just like stuff that I do whenever I'm writing anything. I just go in there and I was like, characters are having a verbal thing, and then like it was like a clerk scene out of, you know, Dante and Randall type thing, and like one of them called someone a fuck nugget. I was dying.
Iris calls Donovan a fuck nugget in the diner after he throws a fit.
Hang on.
After he throws a fit about saying instant coffee. So. Yeah,
it's catching wind. Thank you. I'm so honored. I really am. Because like it was just such a random ass insult, and I was like, okay, this person's just a fuck nugget. I didn't even know how the hell it came out with that.
It's funny
No
is one
idea.
of my characters calls the villain of Braxton a fuck nugget in one of the scenes because like normally there's like a one-liner always in like between a villain and hero exchange, and one of my characters calls a Braxton a fuck nugget, and he's like, "What is that?" And then, and they were like, "I have no idea, but you're one."
Well, wait till you hear
Diana
the.
wrote something.
I can't wait till
Diana
you
wrote
hear
that
the
for you.
interchange between Donovan and Iris on the word fuck nugget.
I'm so excited. I feel so honored. Thank you.
Fuck nuggets? What's this a fuck nugget?
What is
What in the serious actual fuck is a fuck nugget? I have no fucking clue, but you look like one.
You're right. You look like one, you act like one. I don't even know what it is, but you look like one and you act like one.
Yeah. Now, Bryce, I don't know where you heard the rumor, but it's not true. I am not dancing on the stream.
Yeah, did you read Diana's comment before that?
Something about blue suede
What's
or
that?
red high heel boots.
Uh-huh. About the
Hey, I'm waiting to have
Waiting to have
these
these
red suede
red
high
suede.
boots make a debut. Hey, yeah. Okay. I'm all in. I'm all in. Hey, nuggets of fuck.
You're not gonna fuck. Yes, that's like a JSL Bob thing, like right there. Like it's like,
Yes.
would you like to suck my nugget? Would you like to suck my fuck?
I love this. There's different variations taking place. I love this. Thank you.
Diana, fuck nuggets. A portion of the sexual experience that is most awkward. Oh,
Yes, Diana, yes.
this is probably the greatest end of the year show that we're going
That
to
is
see. I'm
great.
telling you.
What is have one limitless power, not from a fuck nugget.
You're like, oh girl, how was he? He was a fuck nugget.
Now, is that nuggets or nougat?
A nuggety fucky. A fuckity nuggety.
This is why we can't do this in one room. It's not a good idea.
Lego
Or
my fuck
is he
nugget.
silent? Is he silent? Nougat?
Nougat.
Nougat. Fuck nougat.
Oh, shit. Oh god, I love this. I love this. The fact that you're getting so many different variations and like explanations. Yes, it's great. Thank you.
What's a fucky nugget? my middle child actually said that one day. One day he's like, here's a fucky doggy, and I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, a fucky doggy.
What?
I don't even know.
Oh, no.
He's 6 years old, so he started making up his own words.
Oh no. Oh shit.
Now, what
That would be a
would
commercial for a fuck nougat.
nougat.
I think we just killed Kornelia.
I went away because phone call came in and I was like, no, denied. Why are you calling me? Leave me alone. It really. You guys love it when I do shit like that.
It's funny.
No. I'm telling you though, like, I was still pissed off about how Amazon, like, just did not allow me to, like, put in my pre-order. Like, that shit had me all the way heated. Still. Yeah, I'm still mad about that. I am.
Put your do that face to me real close to the camera and then say fuck nougat. Or say fuck nugget.
Fuck nugget. There it is. Yep, just you gotta do the slow pan and it's gotta be the slow pan. That's what makes it great. You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. Ah. So, do your future goals involve a fuck nugget?
Yes. I even call a book a fuck nugget.
I know. I was about to say. Well, I have a couple books that are fuck nuggets, but
Well, there's the title for a book, Fuck Nugget.
Fuck nugget, a Shadowfix story.
I'm literally good. I will title a book. He's a fuck nugget, or she's a fuck nugget. Have it be a whole series.
And then every chapter is like a variation of fuck nugget.
And then it just ends with you fuck nugget, and then next chapter.
Yes.
It'll be a comic. It's gonna be great.
Because the best song with the teenage young adult fan base. And then memes get made where they're holding nuggets in their hands, like they're holding chicken nuggets and they're calling it a fuck nugget.
Right, exactly.
Okay. I'll let you read the comments. I'm not going to post it up there. Diana's going a little oral on us.
No.
Oh, a fuck doogie. Is that like scraping your knuckles on someone's head during oral? What the
I think we got way off base here.
Oh, it's great though. This is the end of 2022, which was a giant fuck nugget.
Oh yes, 2022 has been one hell of a fuck nugget.
Fucking understatement, Paul. Fucking understatement, okay?
Yes.
Whole thing sucks.
And we bring in 2023, the sequel.
We are bringing 2023 in with the same fuckery that we're doing right now, and it's great.
Yes.
The fuck nuggetino.
God damn it. Gaston, why? Said fuck nugget. The beach basket, son. Goddamn right, basket, son. I swear I love you guys. You guys rock.
That has to be a book title.
That. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. And we're just going to make it a series. That's going to be the first book. First one. Hell, I actually need I need a book to write for shits and giggles. That's going to be Fuck Nugget. Shits and Giggles, book 2.
They said you're a narrator, and I'm already going to narrate. We can take turns on narration.
Hey, listen, we're still doing that collab next year. I'm not playing with you, TPAW. We're still doing that collab.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not fucking around either. Let's do it.
All I know is when Kornelia, when we're reading Rainbow Prophecy on Spaces and we get to the diner scene, you're going to lose it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, if it involves the character getting angry, telling someone to go fuck off, which also involves being angry, or if it just happens to be a random ass whatever love, then I'm here for it. But I'm always here for the scenes where I get to go off. I am. Not gonna lie.
Yes.
This chat is going to get me banned from comments. No, you're fine. You're fine. When this goes out, it's an 18 plus, so it's already covered. Yes. All of my
returns
has not for kids on there, so
no.
Yes, exactly.
You don't want to do chicken nuggets for kids? Fuck nuggets?
Yes.
We don't talk about chicken nuggets. We talk about fuck nuggets.
Yes. We talk about people who are fuck nuggets. We talk about moments that are fuck nuggets. All of that. Situations that are fuck nuggets. It just applies. I put it.
Yeah. All right, everyone. We've hit that time.
Oh shit!
I know, right?
Yes.
We're already there.
This has been an awesome show, a great end of the year moment. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So.
Diana, look, listen, baby boo, you are perfect. It's fine, because I just read Diana's comments. I'm gonna have to go raise my frequency now. Listen, part of being in the human experience when you are spiritual is to laugh, joke, and have fun. Okay, because I'm in a space where I'm gonna have fun, and that's how I embrace my spirituality. So, but that's just my path. Everyone's path is different. So yeah, keep the fuck nuggetry going. How about that? Nuggetry going. There we go.
Yes. Same fuck nugget time, same fucking
Nugget tree. There it is. Nugget tree.
Yes. All right. So just to let everybody know, I have a show tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. It's called Comedy and Controversy. And we're going to be covering George Carlin one more time. It's going to be a good show. Good New Year's Eve ender. We're going to be covering the 7 dirty words you're not supposed to say. And we're just going to have to throw fuck nugget in there now. So there we go. All right. And then the new year will begin with L.R. Evans on Tuesday Takes at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So I look forward to everyone being there. And again, remember, everyone, be kind. Definitely be fuck nugget happy. And may good things come your way. Thank you.
Goddamn right.
Meow. Have a good week.
Meow.
Meow.